Hey there, happy Friday to you. First Friday of July. And actually, it's a little bit of a kind of special day. I got this from an email and someone I follow said, so today's date, 7/7/2023. But if you take 2023, 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 3, you get 7. So the numbers for today are 777. And as the email I got today, the 777 means your magic and manifesting abilities are increasing at this time. Tap into your inner superpowers and release your magic into the world. So you got something going on? Might want to do something special today. And I am trying to figure out, give me a moment here. I got a device, my phone here. Okay. That I got it to record so I can do my transcript, and it wasn't recording. So apparently now it is. All right. So, hey, hope you had yourself a great week. So now I got that taken care of. Today's topic deals with how is your environmental spirituality? Now, with body, mind, and spirit, balancing the triad, probably the most personal one is spiritual. And spiritual, we break it down to personal spirituality, communal spirituality, and environmental spirituality. And environmental spirituality is probably the one that's most, even more personal, sacred, because what that has to do with your connection to your environment, to nature, and on top of that, your belief, if you choose to believe in a higher power. And that's why I talk about it becomes the more sacred. So with that, how is your spirituality working for you? Do you feel connected? Are the beliefs your own, or were you just told to believe that and that's what you did? How are they working for you? So that's why I said it's something that's very personal, and it's something only you're going to know the answers to for the most part. And I say this because when you come into working, especially as we get older, and we've been set in our ways can be defined like this. Okay, here's what we're doing. This is what I do. Here's what I believe. Here's what it is. And that can work great for a lot of times, but in order for you to change, in order for you to get some differences, get some change in adaptability, you often have to be open-minded to accept different points of view. I kind of bring this up because I know I've had my beliefs in spirituality, my connection, and I've done energy work. I've seen things, I've experienced things. And lately it's been coming up, even with different things. I always try to come with an open mind. If you go through my views, if you look at the videos I did about a year or so ago, excuse me, man, don't know why it is. Sometimes I can get here, I'm fine. Other times my throat. It'll definitely change some points of view of how I view things on body, mind, and spirit. Now, lately, it's been coming across how I choose to view that connection, that belief in a higher power. And I've had to believe in a higher power. And I don't follow religion. That's something I don't believe in. But the way I've done it before, how I choose the word, and sometimes I'm questioning some of it. It's going through and it's like, okay, question it. And that's one thing I think we should do with everything in our life is always question it. Is it working? Whatever that is it not working? Someone comes up to you with a point of view. It can be different than your own, sometimes in contrast to your own, but can you listen to it with an open mind and still take something out of it? It's referred to sometimes as disconjointed learning, which means you're not just learning from the same people or same sources or the same ideologies every single time. You're learning from a variety of different of view, including ones that go into what you believe in. And from there, right, an original idea. So yeah, it's just been for me to kind of realize I'm going, okay, it not necessarily goes against what I believe. It just kind of adjusting a little bit. Something I've kind of shoveled through here. It's like, okay, this is the way I felt. This is the way it comes across to me. And now I'm going, okay, maybe I can come over here and still get something, but I don't have to go all the way to this side. I don't want to go here. That's not a direction I want to go into. It's something I don't believe in. It's not, trust me, it doesn't go. It basically goes against everything I kind of believe in, more or less, or my thoughts. But I can still come over here and get part of it. I am very vague on some of this because I don't want to go into too much detail right now. But I hope you're going to get the gist of it. Is realize with whatever your spiritual beliefs are, one question I want to have is are they your own? Now, sometimes as kids, you were raised that way. This is the way it is. Here's what you believe. And you just adopted it, whether you chose that or not. And if that's the way you choose to believe, fine, perfect. Stay that way. Go for it. As long as it's your choice. That's the one thing I guess I want to make sure and really emphasize is whatever the connection beliefs are, make sure it's your choice. Not that you're forced into it. Not that you have to believe because everyone else around you or your family does, but it's your choice. And yes, this can definitely ruffle some feathers because, again, it's a very personal and sacred topic. And it's one that I know my grandfather always talked about those two things you don't talk about with people, which was one, religion and politics. And actually, it's probably the things we should talk about the most because that's where the divided lines are. And the key word there is talk, not argue, not debate, not criticize, just talk about it. But regardless, take a moment and consider where your beliefs are in this particular area of environmental spirituality, your connection to a higher power, if that's what you believe in. And even if you choose not to believe in one, what's your reasoning for that? And I'm not asking you to prove it to me. I'm not asking for a connection. Not to say, just for yourself. Have an internal dialogue, conversation with yourself. Is this the way you believe? Or is this the way you believe over here? Or somewhere in the middle? What connection do you have? Do you feel good about it? Is it working for you? Is something off for you? And just kind of question yourself. Say, okay, do I need to make some adjustments? Is there a different point of view? What can I do differently? Just come in with an open mind. And that's one thing I like to do is have an open mind. And I'll listen to other people's ideas. As long as you don't try to shove it down my throat, then you're just going to piss me off. But come with an open mind and what's going to work for you. I'm hoping all that kind of made sense. And yes, some of it's kind of vague a little bit, but I think you're going to get the gist of it. Just kind of realize where you're at. What's the reason you believe what you believe? And if it's working for you. If not, what can you do differently? What other ideas can you adapt? Can you adjust to? All right. Have yourself a great weekend. I will catch you on Monday. So take care and balancing to you. Bye-bye.